Hello, awesome viewers! Welcome to AC Studio. I guess if you've watched my last video, you probably know that I was going to review the 40k apothecary biologist. I was really frustrated, and after I made the last video on my complaint to Joytoy, well, I said I continue to review this figure, but in fact I did not, because I was so disappointed with this, and I decided to put it aside for the time being, and I basically just take a break, and instead I jump onto making my Gundam. This is the Rising Freedom Gundam. I already showed that I'm making this Gundam in my community page, and it just finished. And if you guys are interested, I'm happy to do a video on it. It's just all hand painted. But anyway, this is not the purpose of this video. I just want to take a break from the Joytoy review, right? Now I get back to it. Today I got the latest Space Wolves Great Slayer pack. If I'm correct, Joytoy has released a pack of 6 figures, and I got 2 out of the 6. And these 2, obviously you can see, have the shield on it. So I only select these 2 with the shield. The rest of the figures do not come with the shield. And if you watch my review video on the Death Swan figures, I told you guys that I'm not really interested in Space Wolves. I never did since I was young. But the 30k Space Wolves figures are really, great figures. They look really good. That is why I start collecting some of them, but I don't buy the whole squad. I only get like 2 from each squad before going to the Great Slayer. Just like you guys are aware that I got these figures from Calcus Toy. If you use my exclusive discount code, you'll get a 6% discount on all these figures. And the discount doesn't only apply to the Joytoy, it also including the Higher Toy, Transformers, Acid Ring figures. So why don't you have a look at the website and see what you like and use the code to get your favorite figures. Alright, let's get back to the Great Slayers. Alright, so typical Joytoy packaging, and in the back, standard stuff, but you can see all the accessories. Hopefully there'll be no missing parts again. Check! Seems like everything there. Alright, next. Yep, seems like everything is there. Oh, good. So this is the Great Slayer number 1. Yep, is a HEAD SCULPT. Right, everything is in there. So after I take the figure out of the box, the first thing I did is actually check is there any issue with the joints or anything like that. And luckily there's no issue with the figure in general, but it does have loose parts. So you can see the exhaust part here that I need to glue it back myself. Oh, and also I noticed that there's some kind of funny, I don't know what this is actually. I need to clean this. Bit of dirt. So this is what you have to do with Joytoy figures all the time. You need to fix it, you need to fix it yourself. So treat it as a model kit, then you'll feel better, right? Let's have a look at the accessories first before we look at the figure. So these are the accessories for each figure. They are actually the same for both figures, so I'll just show you one set. So each figure they have a bolter, and this bolter has previously been provided in the Imperial Feast figure. So they look really good anyway, I really love them. And then I think this is a little, I don't know, a bolter pistol or pistol, don't know what they call. So again, I've seen this in the Imperial Feast figure before, but the detail looks really nice. Exchangeable hands, and I'm not going to go through them again. And both figures got the same axe, and it is a melee weapon. And I think the axe looks really interesting. It is a wooden handle, and it got the nice wooden or timber sculpt. And it seems like Joytoy actually put some kind of like highlighting on it, which doesn't make it look boring, right? It doesn't look like just one color. Axe, it got the silver highlighting on the gunmetal color, but again, like what I mentioned before on the Death Swan figure, right? No brown wash on the gold. So the gold, you can see it looks a bit dull because it doesn't have any highlighting on it. But again, I can put a wash on it if I want to. Otherwise, I think the detail looks okay, looks good. And then the shield, I personally think this is the highlight of this figure. So the shield are the same for both figures. And you can see the very nice detail on the shield. All these like letters or wording, I don't know what it is. Looks like Egyptian to me. Anyway, and the paintings are very precise. You can see all the gold on the white places, except there is a, the edge, there may be a bit of, gold overpaint on the gray, but otherwise both looks pretty good. Metallic red, very nice. And then at the back, it also got some details on it. It doesn't look too bad. This handle is fixed together with the shield, so you cannot rotate it or whatever. It is a circular shield. It doesn't really matter which orientation it goes, right? And it got some nice details inside. Very simple shield, and also got a bit of weight on it, so it doesn't feel light. It doesn't feel cheap. Circular shield remind me of the movie 300. So circular shield always looks good, right, on a figure. All right. So I put the shield and the axe onto one of the figure, so just to show you how it looks like, and this one just to show you the details of the figure. Basically, these two figures are exactly the same figures. The head piece, the helmet looks different, even though they are the same sculpt, right? But this one, it is actually painted in gold, right? The face mask, whereas this one is just a typical armor color. And what is surprising to me is I did not know that it actually comes with the helmet. It comes with a head sculpt, right? So I'm gonna put a head sculpt on it. And this helmet is basically the same to the Imperial Fist figures that I got. And this one, let me put this off. So you see, they both look the same, but it's just painted in gold. So let's put the head sculpt on it. So since the body are the same, so it doesn't really matter which head should I put on which body. So I'll just put one on that one first, and then this one. Right, the head sculpt definitely looks better than the helmet, so I'm quite sure everybody will leave the head on rather than the helmet, right? So I quickly compare the details against the Imperial Fist figure. So the reason why I'm saying they're similar is because if you look at the legs, right, they're the same detail. So I'm probably not going to go through every single detail on that. The main difference is obviously you can see the shoulder pad design. I actually think this is much better. Got more details on it. And on the other side is the same shoulder pad, but you can see the torso is different. Of course, the space roof definitely has a very nice, decoration piece. This is really, really nice. It's gold color as well. That one, not that interesting anymore. This is really nice. So, and also this piece is also different. You can see this one got a bigger piece that linked to the torso, but that one doesn't link to the torso. That piece is smaller, but it is fixed on the waist, and also got a very nice, decoration piece here. And also the space roof, you can see it got this nice teeth on the model, and you can see this one fixed on correctly. This one isn't correctly. So I don't know what happened. Again, this is the QC issue of Joytoy. And in the rear, you can see the details are the same for the legs. And the backpack, also they have used one of the British Scott backpack that I have here on the Imperial Fist figure. So yeah, and even the accessories on the belt, such as the cartridge, the gun cartridge, is pretty similar, but a little bit smaller here. This one is a little bit smaller. You see, this one's bigger. This one's smaller, but I think the small one looks better, and also it doesn't really restrict the movement of the legs, so I prefer this one more, to be honest. And the gun sleeve, which has been used on other Imperial Fist figures before as well, so it is the same power armor as per the Imperial Fist 40k Space Marine that I got. And in terms of decoration, you can see, as I mentioned before, this shoulder pad looks really, really nice. I really love the shoulder pad. I think what they did though, they actually have a gold paint on one of these bolts. So I don't know whether they did that by mistake. They also have gold paint on this bolt as well, on the middle one. And the rest of it got no color on it, whatever. If you're willing to put some colors on it, it'll look really good. So put some colors on the bolts, right? All over the armor. Probably using gold as well. I think it will look really, really good. Actually, I really want to do that. I'm probably going to show the enhancement of painting in a second video. And let's have a look at the head sculpt. First, have a look at HEAD sculpt. The head sculpt definitely looks really good. I really love the painting. Overall painting looks really good. The eyes is very, very nice as well. You can see the teeth as well, the beard. It actually comes with highlighting as well, surprisingly. You see, the beard comes with a white highlighting, and it got the brown, color on the recess of the skin color. The skin color also not shiny at all, so I think it looks really good. You can see all the paintings are very precise. Even you can see the mouth and the tongue in there. Looks amazing. And also it got this hairpiece, so it got a bit of a brown overlap painting on the skin color, but that side looks okay. And I think they also put a bit of highlighting color on the brown color, on the brown hair color. As I mentioned before, yep, even though Joytoy got missing stuff and broken joints, but the sculpting is always really good. They're better than a lot of other figures in a similar price. And this is the Slayer 1. I really love this Viking style hair, and also the sculpt of the head. Look at that. That looks so good. The painting is amazing. Look at the eyes. Look at the mouth. Look at the beard. The beard highlight in dark brown wash. So now they use the correct wash on the color, on the yellow color. So they use brown wash on the yellow. Look at that. Brown wash. Look at that. That's amazing. So you can see the head sculpt looks really good. Brown wash on the hair as well. Look at that. Looks so realistic. Amazing. I'm just admiring right now, just looking at it, like just love the sculpting. Look at that. Wow, amazing. And also just looking at this teeth thing here, right? They did not put any black wash on the chain here. I think they should, otherwise, this look really good. And right next to it, it's just two really crappy paint details. But anyway, the teeth here though, they put the kind of like a brown color, and they got a gradual paint change to a white. So you can see that one look. And I noticed that they also put a bit of black wash on the edges of the armor, and this one doesn't have any, but this one they actually put a lot of them, but only concentrate on this here, nothing more. Put a bit of black shattering white on here, but I don't see any on the hand, but it got a bit of here, no shattering here, and no shattering whatsoever on the legs. It actually got a bit of like black here, shattering here. How about that one? Yeah, that one's really obvious, but nothing there. Unlike the Imperial Face figure, you see you got the shattering on the edge of the armor piece, but none here on this figure. So you can see the way they finished the figure is very inconsistent as well. Some of them got a wash on it, some of them doesn't. Some of them got shadow, some of them doesn't. In pieces actually, not very consistent all over the figure. But anyway, if you put a bit of touch up on this figure, I'm quite sure they will look really good. And in terms of colors, right? The reason why I like the 30k Space Wolves is because of the grey color. I think this grey color looks really nice. I don't really like, the purple bluish kind of like color on the 40k. Wrapping up the video, as I mentioned before, I'm not a fan of space roofs, but these recent figures by Joytoy, including the Death Swan, they are just really nice figures to have, and I really love them. And I think I'm gonna get more, price reasonable, and consider you get all these accessories in these figures. You got a shield, you got an axe, you also got a bolt pistol and a bolter. What can you ask for? This is really good figures. Luckily there's no missing parts, otherwise I've gone crazy for sure. And I think the head sculpt is probably one of the best I've ever seen from all the Joytoy figures that I got. And they are now some of my favorite 30k figures. But the problem with these figures, the finishes are a bit lacking. You can see, I don't know why they don't have much shattering on the figure, but previously in the Imperial Feast figures, even the Death Swan, they have shattering on the figures, so I don't know what happened. Is that because they are rushing production, or they just changed their mind now? They're not going to put any more highlighting on it, so telling you that Joytoy really needs to improve its quality control and also consistency in terms of painting and finishes. What is going on? Otherwise, I'm very happy with these figures. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like it. Please give me a like to support the channel, and I will speak to you in the next one. Bye for now.